Alright, welcome to the channel. This is my babe, my 2008 Yamaha WR250X, which was converted over to the R setup for the street wheels. I just got these plastics on here recently. It was blue and white. Now it's obviously mostly white and black for the most part. So this is going to be my first video that I'm going to actually hopefully put up on my channel. I'm just going to go out to a little trail system that's kind of local. I'm just going to ride some trails. Nothing too complicated, but definitely still fun. Alright. Fuck it. Let's go. Man, it is a nice day for riding too. It's all of what? 73 degrees right now. And it feels cooler than that, honestly. It feels closer to 70. The humidity must be low. 'Cause normally it's pretty rough right now, but this is a great day for riding. So it's probably about a 5-10 minute ride out to this trail system that I normally hit up. And although the area is not particularly big where I ride these trails, there's a surprising amount of trail systems within it. There's a little bit of creek crossings, some stuff along those lines. Some hill climbs, some fairly technical shit, and some really basic shit. It's basically a mix of everything, just about. Nothing crazy extreme like trials, but there is some fairly advanced climbs with some rocks sticking out, shit like that. There's some pretty good stuff out there. You'll see. So my channel name, Cooau Susie, is because prior to owning this WR, I owned 3 bikes of Japanese make: a Kawasaki, a Honda, and a Suzuki. What actually got me into the entire dual sporting scene is my first motorcycle was a Buell Blast. I don't even recall the year. They only made them for a limited time anyways, but it was a Buell Blast, which is just a 500cc thumper. It was a great bike. Honestly, I should have never traded it. I'd still have that thing today if I wouldn't have traded it. That thing would have ran forever. But I suppose it was worth it, because what I traded it for was a 1990... it was either a 4 or a 5. I think it was a 95 Kawasaki KLR 250, which is their dual sport motorcycle that they had for quite some time. They made those bikes for 20 something years before they replaced it with the KLX. Maybe close to 30 years, but that was I'll be honest, it was a piece of shit. It ran fine, but it was rough around the edges. It obviously was neglected. It only had about 7,000 miles on it, and I actually had it out at this trail system that I'm heading out to now, and I was off-roading with it one day. This was shortly after I found out about this trail system, And I was basically just exploring and familiarizing myself with it. And I saw a puddle and decided to try to go through it, which was a really big mistake because that's what killed my bike. What I ended up doing was sinking it in some real deep mud. I was out there by myself. I had nothing to pull it out with, and shit, I must have been fighting it for 2 hours, maybe close to 3 hours to get it out. The mud was just so thick that I kept getting stuck myself trying to get the bike out. My feet would sink down so far. And so what I was doing was I was running the bike, and it had a leak in the crankcase, and it ended up sucking in all that water. And I wasn't aware of this at the time. And I got the bike out and I drove it home, which is about, you know, it's this drive that I'm doing now, 10-15 minutes, but that was plenty enough time to kill it because I ended up grinding down the one of the lobes on the camshaft. The title was trash and the bike was trash, so I never bothered getting it fixed, and that's why I got rid of it. But it's okay, because that bike is what got me into dual sporting, and I do not regret it. I had a very limited run with that. I actually rode that bike down from Georgia, where I'm at now, to visit my brother Mark down in Florida. Shout out to Mark. And yeah, I rode that thing all the way down to Florida, man. That fucking bike was running pretty good, and it actually wasn't too uncomfortable on the highway. It was honestly a little more comfortable than this, less capable, but I think the seat was a little bit better. And that's what I think got Mark into dual sporting also, was that bike, because that's the first time I came down and visited him with that bike, and he loved it. And here she is. Oh yeah. And there is trails that come out this way. Like I said, this place isn't really that big. It's probably only a couple of acres. But the trail system's really expansive for how small it is. There's a lot of breakaway points that branch off and hook up with other trail loops that are on the system. But yeah, fuck that. Ain't going through there. Oh. Come on. Come on. Heavy ass fucking bike. I'm no pro, but I do like to send it at least a little bit. Although traction's low right now because of this. All the dirt out here is clay. There's a mixture of clay, sand, and big ass rocks that are just sticking out. Ooh, back end just got sideways on me. Right down through here I used to ride, but it's so damn washed. There's a washout that gets so deep, it's not even worth it no more. the foot pegs will get stuck on the bike. And my bike isn't a low bike, so that's saying something. See, a lot of washout here that you got to be careful with. Fuck, there's gonna be a lot of fucking mud. Someone's been here recently, judging by those trails, on a four-wheeler of some sort. Could have been that side-by-side too. They may have been out here. I didn't see if they worked for the city or what. Might have just been some people who live nearby. Whew! That fucking stick almost got me. Yeah, see how it can get steep out of nowhere. Oh shit. I didn't mean to come down this way. This is one of those climbs I was telling you about though. It's not really that steep, to be honest. But you gotta keep your momentum up. This rock is slippery. And then there's also sand. It's not quite sugar sand, but it's a mixture of sand and clay. That'll get your fucking ass stuck. Like I'm about to get right now out here. Spinning my tire. Ooh, I'm gonna brake here. Yeah, this place is real cool. Let me show you. I meant to go down the other way, which would have taken me out by the actual rocks. Right now we're downstream of them just a little bit. See all this fucking sand? Ooh, look at those tracks. Can't tell if that's just a big ass dog or what. My God. Pretty decent size. There's my hand. And there's the other trail. If I would have taken it, it comes down up there, and you've got all these big ass rocks just like that. It's all around you though. You're surrounded. It's really cool. Really, really neat place. All the kids come out here and drink their Mountain Dew. Beautiful part of the city though. I came down from right here. That does not look intimidating, but it is, I promise you. My tires are covered in wet sand, and they are all nice and slippery. Okay, only one thing to do, right? Fucking send it. Whew. Oh yeah, baby. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. Like a fucking boss. I love hitting those fucking banks. That shit's fun. So this is the route I normally take, which I'm not going to go down with my bike because I simply don't feel like coming back up it. But I will walk down there real quick just to show you guys. Isn't this cool? Yep. Yep, definitely right here. Where was that trail that I took down there initially? Was that, did I pass it? Or was it up here? I think it was up here. I'm so bad with fucking navigating. This is where I came from the first time. I'm gonna take this across. Oh, my nuts. My precious boys. Never taken the crossing this way. Holy shit. Trying to turn around. I normally go up right there, but that's a little bit of a drop off and it looks deep. Just spinning that fucking tire. Oh shit. Yep, I'm going through it. Woo! Man, she got fucking squirrely right there. Big ass mud puddle right there. See, these rocks are jutting out of the ground. So that's another reason. City water hookup. That's another reason I haven't lowered my pressure, because I could pinch the tubes fairly easily in out here. That's dead end. I know that way. And this is up where the jumps are. I don't know what the fuck that sound was. I just ran over something though. Gas pipeline. So I've crossed down here before. Down there. It's not that great to cross though. You see those big chunks of rock? Those big pieces of rock they've poured down in there to reinforce it. The whole creek bottom is all those big chunks of rock. So your front end is just all over the place. You can't see them because the water's just deep enough. And you're basically just crossing your fingers getting across it without a steering dampener. Your front tire just deflects everywhere. I basically, when I cross right there, I basically just sit there and intentionally go back and forth because I don't know what the fuck my wheel's gonna do regardless. Oh, mud all over me. All over me. Woo! I just almost ate it right there. I meant to be in first. The rear suspension on these bikes is notorious for pogoing people off of it. I have not rebuilt them. They are stock as far as I know. The rear suspension is. So, pretty much the only way I can hit these jumps is full send it, first gear. I gotta crack the throttle all the way open at the last second to try to keep the front up in the air and the back down. Let's see. Oh shit. Yeah. That's all she wrote for me. I'm tired. This is my way out. I like coming this way out too because there's also one more little creek crossing that you got to do. Coming right up. Someone else with a dirt bike was just out here. Undoubtedly dirt bike tracks. Oh yeah, like a boss. That was actually incredibly smooth. Normally I fuck that part up hardcore trying to spin at the top there. It's all sand and it's deep sand. I'm just cruising, dude. Ain't doing nothing illegal. Not at all. This is where I ate shit going about 30, 40. There's a root sticking out of the ground coming up. Right there. No, it's a rock. I hit that shit hard. No, it's right here. That's what I hit, that root. And I ate shit. Super bad.